All right, we are back, baby. Let's get it. We were changing up the music. Sorry, we are looking for a different song. And apparently we have one of our clocks about 5 minutes behind. So we were sitting up here waiting to start, and it looks like we're 5 minutes behind. Sorry about that, gang. Let's see, that might be too loud. I think that's good, right? Yeah, I think so. All right. So it is Figure Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. It feels good. It always feels good. And we are back. We're gonna be doing some drawing. We've been doing a lot of Marvel. We've been on a little bit of a Marvel kick, comic book stuff. Just kind of fun, fun illustrative style and artwork, and we're gonna continue that brand and genre. We're gonna be doing Miles Morales today. We did this, let's see. It's a little distracting. We finished this up on Wednesday. Well, we drew this on Wednesday, and then we finished it off stream Wednesday evening, but we just added color. We just glazed in color. We had everything completed as far as the drawing, the shading, and it was a fun piece. It was a really fun piece to start to finish. We fixed a lot. We moved this. We tweaked that a little bit. But yeah, we're happy with the overall result. And today we're going to get started on, like I said, a nice little Miles Morales piece. So let's, I guess, just jump right into it. Yeah. We've done a bunch of sketches already, so you can kind of see what we're going to do here. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So a lot of the time, either I do this or I do a lot more drawing, right? Before a finished piece, or even a stream or a sketch, or any drawing. Pretty much I do. There's scribbles, there's sketches, there's things that don't make sense probably to anyone. There's things that might make sense. Simple, long, inks, blah blah blah, everything, and it's always different, to be honest. This is a pretty organized piece. It's usually a lot less legible, a lot less organized, but it works for me. And so again, we start here, then we kind of go here. We kind of get these shapes here. We notice that again, right here, we started with all triangles, sort of, for the most part. And there was just all these different triangles in this piece that really work. And again, it's just makes it easier for the brain to sort of see the proportions, the shapes, and the angles. And the biggest angle is going to be this arm right here, so we wanted to get that angle correct. Here we had it too straight. Here we still have it a little too straight. We need it more kind of like that, give or take. So that's why it's important to do these sketches and practice drawings, right? Because you learn a lot of the pose, of the reference, of the character, of the individual, whatever it might be, whether it's commission, a real person, whatever it is. And this had to be a little squished here. That's about it. Not much, but this should be like here. And then this should be here. So those kind of the notes. Then we move over here. This one's much closer. The only thing that kind of has to change is that angle has to come out a little bit. Not even too much, though. Because, again, even this is right here. It kind of goes like that. That. So this one also kind of, I mean, again, this one really kind of works as well. Right, and then this arm should have came in more. So that's the second go. And I mean, again, that one's pretty, I'm fine with this one, how close it is here. Like we're always saying, we're not trying to necessarily copy line for line, unless it's a commission sort of piece like that. We're going for, just a feel, trying to reinterpret the piece. That hand behind there. The string comes up here, here. Yeah, so something like that. So we'll get started on the real one right now. Let's do it. marks. Marks, 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 right? Marks everywhere. We're always trying different shapes, different hatches. I don't even know what pen that was. I think that might have been this pen, to be honest. That yesterday? Might have been on stream. We've had some problems with the camera focusing, so if that, I'm going to try to watch that, obviously. But, and I could see it's been doing it. That's what it's been doing. Maybe it's because there's nothing to focus on here. Find out. We'll find out. But yeah, we'll just get started here. We'll just put something on the page, right? There we go. Now it knows where to focus. Again, what we want to make sure is that this angle is our first and correct angle. That's kind of where we're going to start, and then just kind of go from there pretty loosely. But because we've done some drawings already, some sketches, right? Kind of know what angles we want to make sure of, and that is one of them. Then we had this triangle here, and you bring it right down. Again, this is the angle that we have to make sure works. Very loose sketching, very loose marks. What we're really doing and working on is making sure we're going to get this angle correct, right? Kind of comes like this. That, there, there, and then it does kind of turn and go up right into the head here. We have to make sure, like we said, is that comes here and like that. A little more structured and slow, only because we've done it a few times now. So we're kind of paying attention to a little bit more, right? The songs are not gonna do it. We're gonna have to change these though. Back to the same tunes per usual, but hey, they're good. See, this is too close already. So if I go here, right, it's gonna be a little too close, because what I need to make sure I have is the head here, and I need my hood to come like this. See, so I had it going all the way to the head. Again, it's all little things that you can, again, keep checking and changing. It does go like that, and then this kind of does come back here. We'll see, like we said, it always is changing, right? Moving angles, we're pushing, we're pulling. We don't draw Miles Morales often. We never really have. I think we've done one. Came out pretty nice though. But it was a simple, not like an action pose like this. I've been liking Spider-Man a lot though, as far as just any of the comics I've been studying and looking at, because the poses are just, there's no poses like Spider-Man poses. They're all so intricate and fascinating. And they always contort the body in such a wild way that it's incredible. It's really, really cool. That's all. So again, we want to make sure we keep this Nice and tucked here. Probably have to move this head down a bit, because it has to come to about here. All right. Then always just moving, changing, tweaking. I don't draw these characters enough to have like my blueprint of how to draw them, right? I wish that'd be fun. But I've just been kind of enjoying exploring again their poses and how they're built and work and fit together, right? It's very different. And just always a fun challenge. I don't know how big this shoe's gonna be yet, but something like that, right? Kind of want a coffee. I do usually make before. What time is it? Okay, we'll make one at break. That's fine. And again, the part that's fun about a red pencil, you can use anything to draw, of course. But the ability to continue building layers up is, damn. I feel like I have to yell over this shit. It looks super low, though. Something's not right with the audio. I'll check it though. Forgot what I was saying because the music was just fucking blasting in my ear. I can't. This is like something's going on here. Hold on. Let's see. That's fine. I feel like it's so low on stream and so loud in my ears. It's I muted myself. Hold on. I just have to see how loud this audio is. Yeah, something strange because you can't even really hear it in the stream. I don't know what would ever make it so loud in my ear holes though. I don't know. We might be rocking with no music here. Sorry again, give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Bittersweet Christmas? No. Alright, that's fun. Alright, cool. Let's keep it going here. Sorry, gang. I was just like so loud. And it kind of didn't feel like it was that loud on the stream just based on what I could see volume-wise, you know? somewhere there, right? It's something like that, because then this comes down here. Yeah, that angle's about there. Cool. This has to be about here. See if we can work back up like we talk about sometimes, where you work from two different angles and see how it kind of meets up, right? A little test. So far we're a little too high right there. Bad though, because that shoulder has to come around. See how we're carrying right through the figure? It just kind of makes it easier to see angles and where things match up, right? That arm is gonna be too long. It's gonna go to there. And that's why, again, you're using a pencil. That's why you're sketching. We got some beats. Just kind of sketch. Again, it's all just really simple shapes right now. Even if, it doesn't matter how many times I've drawn it, I'm still going to start that way, right? We'll come in with a nice ruler and really dial that shape in. The biggest spaces we want to keep checking are these heights, because we already want to make sure this should stay right there. We go down to here for the shoe. Right. Always, again, there's certain things because of our sketch that we know we want to continue to check, right? As we work down here. That angle, so right there. We're gonna draw this in as a nice straight angle. That's gonna be the jacket. Down like this, sort of, right? With a t-shirt, like where, like right here. Shirt on the shoes, like right there. Just kind of looking at the shape in the shirt right here. Kind of goes like this, right? Up. Kind of like that. I reserve the right to change all that. No. You do though. As an artist, that's sort of a big part of it. Kind of comes up at this same angle. I can't show you on the lens, but this and this, right? They're kind of pretty close to parallel. So you can kind of put this line in and then put that one in. Carry right through the arm there, just to get where the leg's going. Why not, right? Bring it back down. You check, because what you're gonna want to do is bring the foot here, and you have to really check that calf angle because it's actually coming back, right? again, part of one of the things that Spider-Man that poses always do is they're contorted and twisted and crunched. So you really have to check those angles. Almost going straight down, but it does come back quite a bit, right? And then this almost goes parallel, this angle right here, and then you come right back in. Right? It looks like it comes all the way to here. So now you have to figure out where that mark is based on that. It's almost straight down. You go here, catch that like little distance there, and it kind of goes into the calf here. Something like that. Has to come down. Because it's still going up here. That's where we have to see where this shape should be so his leg doesn't necessarily, disappear on us. The arms we kind of should have kept just like nice and like this until we really angled them out, but always kind of nice again to have a little bit of a start. The more information you have, the easier it's all gonna be, right? That's all. Something like that. That's all I know. Just something like that. Exactly what. I'll get back to you on that, Again. Well, let's see. Oh, that's too high. So you really want to keep things sort of nice and angled tight. Go. When you know sort of where everything's specifically going, you can keep things really sharp angles, right? And it's just going to be easier to facilitate it all out. You have to get this jacket here, and that distance is pretty thin. Let's go like that, right? Where is it? It's like on this point. Yeah. Which is cool because then our original markings, like, ancient markings. No, the original measurements we had all, work together. Look how sweet is. What's the song? I don't know. Not to be loved by you. I thought there was another song though. So we might have to move that a little bit here and there, right? Or kind of tweak it so it looks a little bit more like an arm. But again, we're just kind of getting it set up right now. Here we go. The hand is pretty nice. Trying to see how long the hand is, right? Kind of goes to here. He's an interesting superhero because the artwork's incredible in the Spider-Verse movies. But what's interesting is because I think he's supposed to be like 17. Well, I guess all Spider-Men are supposed to be very young. But he definitely doesn't have that like ripped superhero physique, which is interesting. And I guess Spider-Man usually don't actually, so that's not necessarily specific to him, but Spider-Man also. But yeah, it's always kind of interesting to me, and that's a fun part to really differentiate, because he's a little bit more like a human, right? I think again, I think you still make him. I mean, again, the muscles are still obviously there, and like pushed. Centrate isn't the word, but buzzed? No. That arm's a little wonky right now. That's okay. We're gonna fix that. Not even wonky, because I guess to be fair, it's correct. Has to come merge into that, just like this. And I want to get this. This certainly all might change. Why is there something like that? They're like kind of rounded diamonds, right? But they're not really. Little. Because they kind of push, like they're bulbous diamonds. They push out and come back up. And then come back. Something like that. I think that's too big, but we'll see. Right? Give or take. I'm gonna count it. It's music. Where the beats be? It's not even playing on. Oh. That's so wild. Whatever, I'll wear one headphone in. Choose a couple parts here. This is like the music. I don't know. There's not gonna be much music. Man, it's so distracting. Shows another way I could play it, actually. Even with one headphone in, it's so loud. There we go. All right. So there's a couple leggies. Got a couple shoes. Gotta put in the shoe here. Gotta have it coming up here. Right somewhere like that. It's a cool little angle on the shoe, that's for sure. I like the foreshortened angle here. What up, Switch, with the Switch modes? How you doing, man? I was missing your stream yesterday, bro. I was just working in the studio. I was like, he's gonna stream any minute. Any minute. And you're like, nah, I ain't doing it. I was like, oh, man. Broke me down. Cut me down. How you doing, brother? Happy Friday, bro. How's that Smalls life, baby? I think we got a good little start here. How's it looking? Way off? Or just kind of off? Be honest. No one any good to lie. Oh. I think it's looking okay. Spidey eyes are tough, man. Whoever decided this is easier than a face is nutty. Was Spider-Man invented by Stan Lee? I feel like he was, dude. And he's gone. Soon as he arrived. Oh, wait, he's still here. It's cool. I guess whatever is just so delayed, like you said. It's something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows anymore? Smells good. Raising rating. We wiped the 100 cave. Now everyone's trying to mess with us. Oh, for sure. Need them arties. Makes sense. Like, give him to him. Put a box out front so that it's not like an issue. Okay. Smalls is very political, obviously. Have you guys joined like the server Discord at all, or no? You're just roguing it still. Found this dude in his RG in a bush by the base and kills him. He had rocket suits flat. Oh. About to try and beer run like your base? People ask us to join the Discord, but my Twitch is linked. Makes sense, makes sense. Makes sense there, actually. It's very smart of you, sir. So wise. Oh. How's the Deddy going? I haven't even been on, really. I've just been arting. I think it kind of was fun, but it's like it's like the same game, so I'm like, eh. I'm only so into it. But yeah, I haven't even been on. Art for this guy, it just feels like the same game, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, even with Jest Island, it almost is worse because it's like it's even smaller and more shitty. I'm sure I'll be back on. I just have, you know, been in that art mode. So I've just been drawing a lot actually, so yeah. No complaints about that, you know what I'm saying? I think they're doing good though. I think they just took Green Ob. And I think they're chilling. We definitely we did the bosses, we got all the tech turrets. Got all the engrams. I think they did Alpha Dragon as well. But I haven't even been on really. I actually haven't been on since the night you played. I feel that, right? It's just like not, it's unfortunate. Again, they just didn't, which we all knew. But, you know. And I'm saying all that, I'm sure I'll be back, so it's all relative. But, yeah, just taking not even a little break, just kind of, you know. Haven't been on too much. I secretly wish the new Call of Duty was like fun. Because that would be kind of fun to get back on that, but it looks really bad, so I won't be there for sure. So just back to the video game drought. Not the end of the world. I get a lot done, you know? It's like you just have so much more time when you're not arcing. Or someone just come up with a new game that was good. Seriously, man, they're just not. There's just such a, and it's because like people are just stuck on the same game. So like nobody's, and the companies are making money on them. So why make a new one? Which is just terrible. But yeah, there's like nothing right now for games. And it's like, yeah, it's just not. Yeah. Fun. Would be nice. I have to find where I'm at here because this goes like this. I hate saying games just aren't what they used to. It's like so, such like an old man thing to say, but it's true. That's pretty close, right? Feels pretty close. What's the difference in a northern fairy tale and a southern fairy tale? Oh gosh. I don't know what. No. That's actually really funny. That's good. I like that. I like that. A northern fairy tale begins with once upon a time. A southern fairy tale begins with y'all ain't gonna believe this. That's good, Switch. I didn't know you were like a little comedian. This guy's full of talents, I tell ya. Full of talents. This guy, he's not just a builder, huh? All right, all right. Looking for jokes earlier. Oh, you're not supposed to say that. Leave that part out, dude. Music's making me draw like super fast. It's intense. I think we're pretty close. I think we're pretty close. I'm gonna draw and turned out crispy. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother. Good detail in the armor, dude. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It was a fun piece. It was kind of fun to just keep layering up like the highlights and the shines to really push that metal, right? It was pretty fun. That's like the nice, that's always the nice way of saying the piece you're working on is not good. So I was like, man, that last piece you did was awesome. Oh, thanks, man. What do you think about this piece? That last piece you did, dude, was sick. Like, oh, wait, what? I don't know why it's so fun. It's just fun to mess around. I feel like you get my humor, you know? Or you don't. Looks like he's giving the stink eye. I get clean up before I leave work. Sorry, I'm listening. Just not. No, dude. Never feel the need to respond to me. I just ramble, bro. I always just ramble on. I'm a rambling man. I don't know. See, it's just like my brain. Whew. Bro, it's a wild place, I tell you. Yeah, I'm always just kind of rambling. I feel like it's just better to talk than have silence, right? And a lot of times talking just kind of gets me off on like topics or tangents. And a lot of times that kind of just helps with the drawing and the teaching as well at that point, right? Because meanwhile I'm talking, the next thing I'm like, oh, I know what I can talk about while I'm just rambling on and rambling on. It's actually relevant, and it's that. I got nothing right now. It's just that again, we kind of saw how this piece came together. It's all just constant shapes, right? I stay loose. I keep all the shapes sort of in marks very loose so I can go in and keep adjusting, keep tweaking, keep changing. I might be a little big here, but that's okay. Might go like something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Ripping through this pencil. That's the only part that's tough about these pencils for sketching is they do go fast. Craving a sub so bad. Oh, stop, dude. That sounds so awesome. What's your go-to sub flavor? You get, I feel like you're either a meatloaf or like a no, I got three guesses. Meatloaf, cheesesteak, or Italian. It's kind of like every sub possible. But I'm guessing you're a cheesesteak guy. Think you're a cheesesteak guy. Nine ads, god damn. You know you can sub with YouTube Prime, right? I've just heard you say that. So I chuckled. I guess it's true though, actually, to be fair. Does subbing even get rid of the ads? I feel like it doesn't. I actually don't know who I'm subbed to that. Maybe it does. Sub to anyone, actually. Yeah, you can really build up the values and keep working through a lot with the red pencil. That's why they're really nice. Really, really nice. Holy moly, this has to be at least $5. I don't even really know how to set those up, to be honest. That's how I get you to sub, though, dude. Use that Prime sub, my boy. I've heard you say that. That's why I'm saying it. Ha 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 ha. What's your go-to sub? I'm guessing cheesesteak. Spicy buffalo then Italian. Oh, I was way off. Way off. Damn. Damn, Daniel. Wait, whoops. Whoopsie. There's 3 knuckles. Why would that be a thing? I don't have Prime, my wife does, and she's... That's fair, that's fair. I'll allow it, I'll allow it. But only for like a month. Oh, it's break time. Alright, last 5 marks for break time here. Oh, I wore this so it wouldn't smudge. Clearly that did not work. Oh my gosh. Why has no one told me about this? Oh, dude, that's so bad. This has to go like this. Tuna and ranch? Yeah, tuna and anything, dude. I mean, ranch and anything. It's a weird sort of mistake to make. Ranch and anything is like, sign me up. We put ranch on a flip-flop, I'd be there. To tweak this just a little. It doesn't even really come in, it just kind of comes down and then this comes back out, actually. Alright. That's pretty much it for now, I guess. I'm probably going to take 5, come back in ink. Can only have one and never the other again. A sub? Ranch or pizza? Well, that's... Wait, a ranch sub or a pizza sub? Because it's like ranch is a condiment. I guess either way, I would definitely... Ranch dressing or pizza? I only have one. It would be pizza. I would give up ranch over pizza. That's crazy talk. All day long. I love pizza. You've heard how much I've gotten pizza. Oh, big time. I know. It wouldn't be easy, but it also wouldn't be like that tough of a call. Tacos or pizza? So that one feels a little easier. Only because you could still do like chips with ground beef. Like you could do nachos. There's definitely things that are closer to tacos than pizza. So again, I would keep pizza for sure. But I also kind of admit that that's sort of cheating. So do with that answer what you will. That's better. PGC theory will be very always a loophole. Hey man, the only way to live, bro. Right between the lines. Pasta or pizza? Pasta would be the number one thing that I would never give up over anything. Ever. Pasta is the greatest food and invention ever. Pasta or alcohol? Pasta. I would. I don't even really drink alcohol. Alcohol is easy for me. Pasta or the devil's lettuce is. I couldn't even. I would die before choosing. I would choose death. But no, I don't really drink too much. I'm not a drinker. I never really have been. Spaghetti or fettuccine? Spaghetti, I think. Yeah, spaghetti. I really like angel hair, which is weird, I know. I love angel hair pasta. Same spaghetti with Texas Pete hot sauce. Oh, dude, I do spaghetti with hot sauce too. Bro, it's so good. It's such a sleeper of a combo. I have not tried with sour cream. Obviously, that sounds insane. I do like cheese, like regular like Parmesan cheese and butter, obviously. But I do hot sauce too. It's such a sleeper of a combo. Pasta and hot sauce is like, oh. And then angel hair. Yeah. So fire. Boom. Pretty nice start here. Pretty nice start here. Not gonna make it home. I gotta hit a drive. The food is calling. That's Friday. Perfect day for a drive-through, bro. And get home, just enjoy games. Simple life. I guess that's not the case with little ones. pretty sharp here. When he did the loaded nacho cheeseburger. Jesus Christ. What a time to be alive, you know? What a time to be alive. A lot these days. When people are always like, what decade would you want to live in? Like, if you could choose any, like, dude, right now. Kidding? You say any other decade than right now, you're just lying. You're literally just lying. Like, oh yeah, you want to go back to when everything wasn't at your fingertips? Really? Okay. Oh yeah, everything's as easy as it's ever been. You want to go back? Yeah. Bullshit. People are like, I want to go to the 70s. No, you don't. You just want to do drugs. You can do drugs now. I just ordered it. Oh, that's a fun Friday. See, that's a fun Friday right there. That's your best life, bro. Jeez. Now we're drawing and pencil's gone. I can't really recommend these things like I wanted to. I guess to be fair, they're very cheap, so. Drawing or music? I'd give up music. Easy. I love music, but even a lot of times during when I'm drawing during like my own studio time, I'm doing podcasts, movies, honestly TV shows. I do a lot of everything, and a lot of the time I do stuff that rather than like music lets me really get into it. It keeps me almost not out of it, but it keeps me loose and like in the moment. Music's sometimes distracting for me. which is wild. All right, I have to take a quick 5-minute break here. Not even 3-minute break here. Just to continue to check my drawing. Right, cool. Shando, what up, baby? How you doing, brother? Happy Friday, big dog. Happy Friday. Sheelan just got home. Nice, man. Nice early Friday. Kind of a bop. I don't know how much detail. Well, I guess I should put a lot of detail in the shoes, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, stuff for me too. I told them everything for me. Hell yeah, brother. He said, nah. I can finish it Monday. None of that's time sensitive. Check you later. I respect it. That actually makes sense to me. That's the scary part. My brain is just weird, man. Or it's all wrong and it still makes sense, but either way. Alright, now I have to do it for just for my brain. Alright, cool. Because now we're oh shit, it's 2:30. Damn, I didn't want to drive for that long. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Yeah, 5-minute break, then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna line this up. Yeah, cool. All right. Be right back. This time I'm actually going for the break, so this time I will be right back. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow button, and while you're down there, hit that share button. Friday already. Send this video to a friend, invite them to our awesome community, and stick around till the end of our break. We'll be right back. Appreciate the love, gang. All right. Oh yeah, it's all wrong. Oh, that's like the worst thing ever. Can you like actually die from that? It's very scary. Oh. Wow. I feel like you might be able to. That's like insanely intense. Good God, man. Only thing that I think has to change. I think this has to be a little bigger here. Wow. I like still can't really breathe. Made myself a nice liquid IV. Trying to hydrate, and now I'm almost dying. All right, I think we have enough here. To line this, right? I guess let's clean this up a little here. See, another part where I'm just drawing right through all these lines. I can always remove them. That's why you go on with your sketching, right? Like none of these go here. That's okay. You just obviously you don't do that with a pen. But it's easy enough to kind of go through and figure out exactly where those should be with a pencil. Just go go right through all the shapes. Just like we were talking about with the figure, right? Perfect. Again, good enough, right? We say all we do is kind of just erase some, find that. Easy. And just keep coming around. Right now we're just tracing a little larger than that line, which we can actually probably erase a lot of this here. That works. That all adds up. We need 3 here, so we go 1, 2. The last part we're gonna again finish out before we ink it out. That's all. Because again, if this is all nice and good to go, and there's no questions, then it's just easy to go right through and ink it out, right? out just a little bit. There we go. Again, just kind of tracing out, copying these curves, right? No tricks here. This comes back here. You can see that. And it goes in the same curve, right? The foreshortening of the piece is always the hardest part. Not always. Of this piece is the hardest part, right? So now we're trying to get little specific angles and shapes in to continue to make sense of everything, right? So that we can bring the shoe right around here. Kind of need that to go up. Yeah. And then the white, you can see the white of the shoe here. And that comes around to the center of the Nike symbol. And then the laces come right through here. Right. It's kind of layer, just kind of copying the lines you're putting down almost. But no part of this is necessary other than the shoot, this spot. This is just like so big. So the Nike symbol is the hardest symbol to draw. It's crazy. It's so frustrating. It just has to be like perfect. And it's because it's so branded and recognized that if it's not perfect, you recognize it like that. It's incredible. It's one of the reasons you don't want to sometimes fill in shapes, right? As you get towards the end, so that you don't have to change too much, but we were able to make that work there. What? The music. Then we get this intense music, which I guess is better. And it's crazy how much music like this will affect your work. You'll work so much faster. And not necessarily in a good way, because you're just kind of not necessarily paying attention as much. But, all right, let's get into pen here. We could keep drawing these shoes all day. All right, it's gonna start right up here. Felt like the wrong pen. All right, get back into it. That was the brush pen. Sorry. It is kind of a bop, though. So am I. There's a bug. I don't think it's really a bug, but ow, it's something that just appeared in there. All right, we're back. Yes, that's my reaction to it. Bugs in my eye. Over it. It happened. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I have to go live on Instagram real quick, gang. All right, let's get it started. Just for the, like we do it, 30, 40 minutes. We're trying to do it Wednesday, Thursdays. Man. Not like this. Just had it too. We just had it. I guess maybe we're not. Can't do it. I don't know why. Pretty weird. I don't know why that took so long there. All right, we're back though. Oh, I could have titled it. All right. Cool. I forgot to title it, but it is Figure Fridays. Live on Twitch, YouTube, and now Instagram for our Miles Morales piece. First hour we drew this, and now we're lining it out. And we're going to see what else we can do here as we continue to line this out. And we are live on YouTube and Twitch as well. And the first part of this drawing was done in there. I am again using my Ray-Ban Metas for this stream, so the camera moves a lot. Sorry. Hey, appreciate the love, baby. I have to remember not to move my head for because I have music going in my ears, you know? I kind of want to keep going across, but I want to get some more of this done real quick. To see if I can see reactions. I don't know if I can. I mean, I must be able to. Who knows? Who knows? Kind of lining out our drawing here. We drew this first hour. I guess it was a little over an hour and change. By the time we really got the Nikes done. Nike symbol, dude. Nike symbol's tough. We were saying it's just so recognizable, right? It's kind of why we're trying to make it artsy. Can we call it artsy? Does that work? Oh, missed that one. I'm trying not to move my head much, but unfortunately I do. There's the reference, which is kind of fun. There's the Twitch and YouTube chat. Again, we are live all over the place. So, yeah, feel free to watch us wherever you desire. So, let's see. I want to continue this here. These parts are kind of just fun, but I also don't want them to be too random. I kind of want to switch here. We're not gonna do that yet because I'm gonna turn the paper. So we're gonna go back to just doing this part here. And yeah, just kind of enjoying. Now this is the fun part, right? Because now you kind of have your information down, and now you just have to, you know, trace it and interpret it even more however you want, which is fun. A little butt there. That's okay. Fast there. Using lots of different marks too. Long, slow, kind of quick, jagged, all different. Just trying to, again, very much differ all the marks, right? I don't know if I should be like welcoming people in the chat. I never really liked people like doing that to me. Kind of like hanging out, right? And if I want to, hope we're working. Yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, I kind of like just like hanging out if I want it, you know? that there. Now we're gonna bring it right up. You can kind of see different lines here that are gonna show different, I don't know, different forms, different shapes, right? Everything underneath is just a sketch. That's why we sketch it in, and you can just line it out. That's the beauty of it. Now you can really have fun because you know where everything's supposed to go, right? You have your map. And now you just have fun with your marks. I have to figure out how to get music on Instagram Live. There must be a way to do it, but as of now, I'm sorry I don't have it figured out. But it's still a good figure Friday just to hang out. Always a fun day when you're drawing. See, I don't want that to be too thick, but I don't mind if it's kind of like broken lines because I'm probably going to go in and cover it up. It has to be red, right? Happy Friday. Benny Bell. What's up? How you feeling? Hope you're feeling better. It is a happy Friday indeed. I guess we were just over here doing a little drawing, right? Can't complain on those days. And if you do, no one ever wants to hear it. No, we are having a good day here, though. I think it's right. I know I say that a lot, but because you never really know. Gracias. Feeling better today. Colorado weather kicked my butt. Looked awesome out there, though. That's such a bummer. Sometimes I feel like that happens. You're just on such a high, your adrenaline is so, like, you know what I mean, jacked up that you might be sick even over there, but you don't really notice it, obviously. Then you come home and you're like, oh wait, I feel kind of bad. But that is good. You are feeling better. My thing is, as long as it's not like worse, right? As long as you don't wake up and you're feeling worse. Yeah, those are all those bummer days. As long as you get up feeling better, even if it's like 1%. Yeah, and you want to be much better, but can't always get that. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Oh gosh, it's hard. So funny. It's hard to like cough, which is crazy because I have to mute so much. Dope. Thank you, Serge. East Bay. Appreciate the love, baby. We are just lining it out right now. Our first hour was drawing it. We're live on Twitch and YouTube as well. And first hour we spent drawing the red. Now we're lining it, and hopefully we'll add some color soon. Tweak that just a little there. There we go. Okay. I'm always thinking what kind of marks and lines I want, right? I've been obviously clearly on a Marvel comic kick, so I think it's very fun to kind of mix the old school with the new school. And there's something about, I don't know. Always mixing up your line marks that just feels, not even old school, but it just feels like the old style of drawing and stuff. Where it was scratchy and one draft and kind of actually all the way hand done. Now everything can be so clean because digital art, I mean, you can just undo it and undo it until it's pretty much perfect. Which is not better, not worse, right? It's different, but the reality is you lose that, I don't know, scratchy organic style sometimes. Because it almost even feels like you're supposed to bring drawings that far now, if they're digitally. And there's something really nice about just keeping things like sketchy and drawing loose that I've always really liked as far as just art goes, of course. So I'm very much consistently trying to see, you know, what kind of marks, if I want to cross hatch, if not. And a lot of times, you know, kind of just decide on the fly. We don't like to do that. We don't like to do that, but it happens. I don't know what text he has on his shoes, but he has something on his shoes. Probably like the lyrics to Sunflower or something. But yeah, we're just kind of sketching this out. This comes here, this comes here. Bring it up. There, nice little shoelace action, right? Yeah. The webbing, we're kind of going back and forth if we want to make it like, ow, jab myself in the eyeball. I want to make it sort of like an actual spaghetti webbing, or if I want to kind of keep it, I don't know, just simpler. I'm not going to do this shoot because it's just far away here. So you can easily put enough little quick marks in. I mean, not that you would wonder if he's wearing two different shoes, I guess, but you can clearly tell it's the same shoe, I would hope, right? Maybe not. I don't know. I like to think you can. Now we need a ruler here, and to get these. To get these, I am going to do this. I guess I can't do that. Oh, that's tricky. Kind of weird content. We'll cut that out. We'll cut that out. But can't really just show our whole password there. Classic, really. The dangers of these things here, right? Forget it. Camera's just right on your face. Cleaning off the edge of the ruler before I put it back down. You might not have to. Usually you don't have to, but I just figured better safe than sorry, right? I actually hit the bottom one twice, just so it's a little darker on the bottom side, right? Why not? Why not? Why not? We'll end up maybe tweaking it and changing it either way. I think the song just always comes on. This is definitely all stuff that I'll probably end up doing with like a little white gel pen, right? It kind of comes down around. This one. I still like brush stuff off like I'm using a pencil. It's funny. I don't know why I do that. But I do. What do we got? 315. All right, cool. Go, that's fun, that's fun. Alright, so now let's see what we need to do here. Not gonna do that yet. That, okay. fun. I like that sketch a lot. Alright. Get to make sure all these like line up. That's all, right? You don't want them to like curve in too much so that they can't match. You want to make sure they line and the angles work together. All right, all right, all right. I'm liking. I think I brought that in too much, but that's okay. Get to grace. All right, here we go. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Per usual, I'm thinking I want to start with the blue gray, but should I just go CG2? Should probably erase the pencil, but I don't want to. See what we can get into here. The markers can definitely pick up the pen, even though it's supposed to be, you know, bleed proof or whatever, because they're alcohol markers. So just be aware. Are using markers. You know. Don't press too hard. No, I don't know. I don't think there's necessarily a way to avoid it. Just be aware when you're working. I mean, a lot of times I can use it. It ends up working to my advantage, right? A little darker in areas. I can sometimes, if I'm using a lighter gray, I can pick up some of the ink and make it a little darker and just blend it out still. A little easier. See, like right there, easy. That's all much darker than this gray would be, but that's okay. Ooh, but that is not what you want. Luckily, that is pretty much going to be all black, so. Let's see how we can kind of, I mean, again, this is not how you want to use this, but you can kind of fix it with some of the other ink there. I'm going to go back in with a much darker gray anyway, so it won't matter at all. But just if something like that happens, kind of see how you can at least fix it a little easier. It's not a complete loss, right? That's gonna be all very dark here, very dark here. Not gonna do too much to his face other than continue to just kind of gray it out and show that it's rounding, right? Because it is a head that is circle. Have the hood on, so again, all around these edges is gonna be dark and shaded. Shaded, not jaded. And this is just, I think it's a cool gray, right? Yeah, cool gray too, but it's a very neutral gray almost. A neutral gray tends to be a little too dark for me sometimes, so I really use it to push values. But I love this as a first sort of wash. I just feel like this gives a great layering of like gray to everything that I can then continue to see and build off, right? And again, we're gonna be streaming on Instagram until the glasses tell me they're dying. So we'll be going on YouTube and Twitch until 4 o'clock or so. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this. I don't think we'll finish this with the glasses, but we'll see. We'll see. We're working quick. We're working quick, I promise. And it definitely doesn't necessarily get easier by any means, right? But the hardest part is the initial sketching. Once you have that right, obviously you can go in and trace it with your pen. That's just inking. Like we did with the Iron Man drawing the other day and today quite a bit as well, but not as much. We had a good sketch going started today. But you can still change a lot with your pen, right? You go in and so you're still observing, you're not just tracing. But most importantly, you kind of keep building on each other. So you have the sketch, then the ink, and then you're kind of just going and you're just constantly checking your values, right? So I'm going in with a nice neutral gray and really just, I don't like to call it flat ink, that's kind of in comic book terms, but I'm just adding my nice simple gray layers in. And then I'm going to continue building upon those. And what this gray kind of does is I try to leave a lot of lights because personally, I find that I go darker sometimes with markers than I mean to, just because they kind of build up quick. So I really try to focus on keeping areas, light that have to be much lighter than others. So again, just back to values, but with this nice gray layer, you can I feel like you can start to see them and just make adjustments easier, right? Then you can just go right over this with color in some areas, and it almost like glazing. Glazing paintings, not glazing like pottery. But yeah, it's pretty fun. See, this leg is casting a shadow across this arm here. You want to make sure you get that just enough, right? And this is a good way to subtly see that. We'll continue to get rid of that like sharp edge here. Just blend that out. But you want to get those nice gray values in, and then you can always add color and pull it out, right? The highlights you want to keep white, but anyway that's not a perfect highlight, you do want to knock it back so that it all blends and feels balanced, because then it pushes out the highlights. If everything's a highlight, your highlights can only be so effective. But if there's grays and darks with like punches of real nice highlights, it's that's really when, you know, realism and all that stuff comes into play. Or just vibrancies. Oh, 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 oh boy. Oh boy. PG3. This is nothing more than a blue gray. So now I'm just really layering it up, right, with the grays underneath. And because I need a blue, that nice blue grays, I mean, it's going to work in a lot of places. And I'm going to continue to just be able to pull that blue gray through and have it be like almost a natural jeans color. Not going to put it as dark there because again, I want to change that. But I want that like nice color to show through. It looks like it kind of gets green here. Does he have green shorts? They're kind of like blue. Move the marker faster over lighter spaces. I don't know if that's exactly how you're supposed to do it, but along with building up like layers, you can kind of get some nice lighter marks if you kind of go quick over some areas. At least with Ohuhu. Ohuhu. I like my Ohuhus. It was just too bright there, so I'm just squinting down and seeing I can make around it darker and find the right value still. This part, I don't know yet. Kind of looking at it. Might go in with a little different blue here. And just kind of shade out the darks with this. I'm not sure. You can see how the color builds up, but again, because it's an alcohol marker, it goes down and then kind of dries out too. So you have to keep checking those values. And that's a really fun way to build up different values with markers, right? I don't totally know too much about markers either, so. Take all that with a grain of hat. Grain of hat? Take all that with a grain of sand. What the hell? What is that saying? Friday. Tell me it's Friday without telling me it's Friday, you know? Wow. And now, because you can see there's his jacket's green, we are gonna go in with a green gray to kind of keep it simple and right in you know what I mean? Little different, right? Keep the palette a little different. And nothing more than that's just making it a little easier as we continue to build up these colors and shapes, right? You start with the right color, you can continue to build upon it. If I put a blue down, it's not the end of the world, but I will just have to kind of shift that out of the blue, you know? And you can always go back in with a lot of grays, right? So I can always go in with a neutral gray here, and it's really going to change the texture of the green, not the texture, the values of the green. Right. You can see how simple, all I've used is what, 2 grays, I guess 3 grays, and it's already is, you know, coming together. I guess you would always kind of know who it is just because of the mask, but hopefully you can very clearly tell who it is. See, I'm kind of trying to layer in and get some of these values correct. I'm going to change a lot of these values. This is just very much the undertones of these greens. But I am paying attention to the values the whole way through, right? So I want them to be close so it at least makes the final adjustment of them or adding to them much nicer. See, I keep kind of just layering this in. It'll all dry and change on you a bit. That's why we're going in with some nice light grays to start. Seeing where all these values are going to go. And again, you can always go back in with another gray, which we will do. We'll bring a neutral gray. And we're about to grab a darker green gray right and now. But not quite yet, right? I want to be able to see all these colors here. So similar to painting, I'm putting down colors that I don't totally have the exact red I would like to use, but I'm putting down like almost mid-tones Mid-tone values, right? Yeah, okay. So that I can brighten and darken them if I need to. They're not quite like the lightest value. Some places you can see are. But for the majority, they're kind of just light to mid-tones, especially these grays. The red, I don't have a better red. Which is one that I've really wanted to get. I have to find it, but I don't really have like the warm grays. They're not great, which is interesting. Not. But I do want like a very nice light red that's not like pink, obviously. But it also just might not exist. So yeah, so I go in with this red, which again is not the right red. It's almost like a coral. Damn. Hand slipped. This should be like more purple probably, but that's okay. All right. Oh. Glass is about to shut down. There's the warning, folks. All right. I am going to have to take the Instagram stream down because the glasses are dying. So, I appreciate everybody for the support. I can't thank you guys enough. We are still live on YouTube and Twitch. If you want to see the drawing get finished out, be sure to check that out. We're going for another 30 minutes. And until next time, I hope everybody has an awesome, awesome day. And, enjoy your Friday. Appreciate the love, Instagram. All right, back to just this here. Back to just this. We did this too early. This should have been left in that. Okay. That happens. This blue's like just too good not to be the a base there. Yeah, it's like ink. Okay though. All right, cool. So yeah, that is where we're gonna. Oh no, wait, we're gonna keep going. Sorry, gang. I am gonna take a quick 5-minute break though. see how many mistakes I'm making. It's crazy, actually. I guess none are like that one. That one's crazy. I don't know what happened there. Ooh, it was supposed to. Oh, you know what? We might have that still, actually. Interesting. It's kind of cool, actually. We might still have that highlight. See how we're just building up the values here? I'm working a little slower than I would normally. Wow. God, I didn't leave for this. I guess not slower, that's not the word, but I'm kind of, again, I wouldn't necessarily go right to BG5 here. I might have pushed the value just a little bit. But I just kind of wanted to show how you can just continue to layer these markers and values on top of each other. This is no different than painting. Charcoal, it's incredibly similar where you just keep layering it up. And you just kind of keep sneaking up on all these values, right? Allowing yourself the chance to make changes. And continue to just, again, pay attention the whole way through. So that if something's not quite right, you can fix it if you have to. No? What is this music? All right, one last value and then quick breakdown. This is where you don't want to skimp on values. You don't want to make it too dark. But you also definitely don't want to make it too bright, right? You can always keep pushing it back and forth. But, you know, you really want that value to show. Values are going to be number one. Values are always king. It's just what gives everything its form and its shape. Color is always subjective. Then I'm just going right back. BG5. Gonna blend some of this in. Gonna blend some of it a little differently, right? Go. Kind of soften that edge there. And when I went in with the first pass of BG5, if you remember, I was kind of keeping it not on the lighter side, but I was definitely paying attention to not overwork areas, you know? Because I knew I had one value darker that I was going to be able to push a lot of those values with as well. Blend that out, just a lighter gray. Sometimes you want to take it, kind of brush off the ink here and there. And then what you can do is you can go back to your original CG that we were using that didn't really put anything down and just kind of blend all this right now. Maybe, maybe not. Kind of just come like all the way across like that shadow wise. So guess we do want to show that. Why would this song be on repeat? Not trying to change the value. I'm just trying to tint it a little more blue, right? Oh, but I picked up a bunch of ink there. It's okay. That's better. Way better blue. That other one was like not quite right. It was like too fluorescent. I don't think that's the word, but that's better. So again, it's not exactly a blue, but it's like black, but he has just the lighting on it, you know what I mean, tends to make it look bluish. Battery too low. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then we're gonna finish it up with 15, 20 more minutes. That's about it. But kind of where we're at right now. We're just gonna kind of tighten it up just a little bit with some values and a few more fun marks. Be right back. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe button down below, and hang out for a few minutes while I stretch my legs and check on the pups. Appreciate the love, gang. There it is. You can probably always tell when I'm back. So listen to whatever music's playing. I'm like, oh my god, hit next. All right, where are we here? What are we thinking, gang? Green, gray. 3. Yes, organizing this every time I use my markers is a pain, but way better having them like that, to be honest. Yes, I am OCD. What gave it away? Did I unmute? Okay, cool. Like, god damn. Yeah, and I did not realize how late it was, so we have like only 10 minutes left here. Sorry. So we're gonna try to rush this out as fast as we can here. Hopefully without too many mistakes, but we'll see. Say that very seriously, trust me. I say it jokingly, but I am serious. And you can see I'm working in the dark areas first, so I can kind of build up the tones and the values of the markers, right? And I am paying attention to my brush marks and brush strokes. No different than a painting. I mean, it is different, but you're paying attention to your brush strokes still, right? It is a brush tip. So it is technically a brush stroke. And I'm using just the simple grays, but what I usually do a lot of it as well is I will use a color in the grays. So like or a color in the shadows, right? And what I mean by that is I really like using like purples, reds. It's kind of just purples and reds for the most part. Because they just add depth to shadows and like shadow shapes. They can. But again, it's just sometimes a little different gray, and what it does is it, slightly, it's a very light purple. Very pale purple. So while it shifts the color just a little bit, it more just shifts the value a little. I'm actually going to use a couple colors in this, because I'm seeing blue as well. A lot of colors in shadows. I mean, there's a lot going on in shadows more than just the dark. So that's a big part you start to learn as you take pieces further and further, right? Because shadows aren't just one value. There's shapes within the shadows, a lot of them. There's colors within shadows. There's a lot of reasons to use certain colors for shadows. And see, I am going to go back over with this green and again tone it all out now. So that instead of sitting on the purple top, it's going to be green tinted still, but it'll have that nice depth and value in it. Shows a different color, a different shade than if I just went in with the greens, right? You might be able to see it here and there. It might be, it's very subtle, but again, you can see how that all feels much darker and different, right? More form to it. Because it drags the depth around. Again, you're zapping the color a little, but you can always glaze in color. You can always paint in color. And hell, one could argue you could Photoshop in color. See a little blue here and some of the lights now. So you are kicking up some colors, right? And again, very subtle colors, but still our brain's gonna see them. Our brain will see it, and not even necessarily enough to say, oh my gosh, that's a blue. But it'll just add that depth and a little more curve and motion to that, and light. Oh, we can go for. Got the hands down her. Again, they're not necessarily a blue. It's actually like a black, right? What up, Harley? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, darling. How was you? My stream cut out the other day, by the way. I'm sorry. I didn't realize till a few minutes after. But I do apologize. Values, just see how those values just pull the whole thing together. I'm going to go in quickly with some of that other BG5 that we were just using, but very lightly, right? And now back with the BG3. We can find it. There it is. Good, chilling. Came to watch some spooky videos and saw you were live. Oh, what kind of spooky videos? Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate the love. Paranormal videos. Whoa, spooky. So you believe in ghosts? All right, let's see. We have like 5 minutes left. We have like 5 minutes left here. Spooky paranormal videos. Those spook me out. Okay, I know there is. Oh, she's got the ghost stories. If you have a 3-minute story, go. I'm not. That's not because that's all I want to hear, but that's all that's left of the stream. But yeah, I believe in him too, obviously. She said, fuck, yeah, I know there is, boy. Yeah, we won't be able to finish this on stream because we are pretty much out of time here. But we love where we got to, actually. So we were at my great grandparents' house, and long story short, the radio was playing. We turned it off, and the radio was unplugged. No, you stay right there and finish. That's not true. No way. Was somebody messing with you? I was up my neighbor's barn, my horse, and the phone was ringing in the milk house. The phone was no longer hooked up. You were tripping. How many drugs were involved? Huh? How many drugs were involved, Harley? Tripping, I was still in high school. That's why they call it high school. Ha! Jokes. No, I'm messing with you. I believe in ghosts. I do. I don't know what capacity, but I believe stuff like that happens for sure. Needed drugs. That's smart. That's smart. Be really, really sad you're leaving out. 0 for 2. Oh, I'm sorry. That is a bad hit for a Friday. I apologize. Oh, I hate to be so responsible. Like responsible for such terrible things. I like bringing joy. You could always just watch all of my other YouTube videos and just like all the way through and just like them all one by one. That's fun. JK. It's dark so early. Seriously, I do hate that about this time right now. It's so annoying to go upstairs and have it be actual nighttime. It's like, what a bummer. All right, final touches, final touches. Don't do what I just did. Don't do that. It's not good for you. The old school way to get a point on your brush. Out of Cheetos, it's official. It's officially happened, gang. The Cheetos are empty. That's sad. I'm sorry. I wish I could provide you with more Cheetos. I do. Alright, turn just a little. Oh, we got the goods. And then on the jam now. Sells us back $7. Jeez. What a wild time to be alive. Everything's so expensive. It's wild. Just spent $350. It's crazy, right? That's about it. And then you get home and you're like, oh, you don't even have food here. Where the hell is all the food? Can I just be myself and my fiancé? Are you guys moving? Did you guys buy a home? Like if you or your mother say I know that feeling well. Right, pretty cool. We didn't need that, but I kind of wanted it there. Kind of like that highlight there. Right, I'm out of here. Have a great rest of your day. And remember to make good decisions. I appreciate you stopping in, Harley. Right back at you. I love that as a sentence. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday. And I, again, really appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate the love. Enjoy your day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, we love that. That is dope. Dope is dope. Hands down, dope is dope. I don't want that like weird white stripe in this. I want this to be even at least. What is this? This is the bop. Perfect. All right, beautiful. That is where we're gonna wrap that up. That is a fun little piece we got there. Finish with a nice one, a really, 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 really nice one. Where's our BG3 real quick? Perfect. That is Monday. All right. That's a fun Figure Friday right there. That is a fun Miles Morales piece right there. It's a really fun little sketch. As always, we might go back in and tweak it just a little bit here or there, but we're probably not going to do too much to it because we really like where it's at. We like the simplicity, the sketch style of it, and the accuracy of the final piece, right? It's a really fun motion full piece, obviously. All right. I hope everybody has a great Friday. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Please like and subscribe down below. Remember, we'll be back next week. Monday, Gestural Mondays, Watercolor Wednesdays, and Figure Fridays. Same times as this week. And I think we might not be on for Friday, but I will announce and let you know. Until next week and until next time, please enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday, and above all, most importantly, stay healthy and stay happy, gang. Much love.